Yo. Welcome to Too Hard to Swallow, the podcast. Got your boy Mo the Magnificent in the building and your boy KG.
What's happening, WWW? This your boy KG, the Grizzly Silver, back here to do it to you in your ear hole, hit you with the wee. Leave a stain on your brain, hopefully.
Boy, don't hit him with no wee.
Hopefully we can leave a stain on your brain so you can maintain this strange game we call life.
You don't get some followers, you hit him
Yeah, I'm
with
gonna
the
hit him in the ear hole with the wee.
Oh, okay.
In the ear hole, you know what I'm saying?
Make it fit.
I don't want to bust that eardrum, so I'm gonna hit him with the wee. So we're gonna talk to you today. What we talking about today? These kids.
We talking about
basically parenting.
Yeah, it all boils back down to parenting, bro. Because you got kids when we came up in our generation. You got kids that came up, that's coming up now, and you can see a vast difference in how they raise. You know what I'm saying?
I say largely due to the fact that I know when I was little, it was taboo for us to, explore sex, and to like be touching and feeling on each other. It's like commonplace now. They like in kindergarten talking about their binary and all this. So, at the end of the day, I think they've opened up too many avenues for young kids to explore what adulthood is too early. And by the time they become adults, they bored.
Kids don't get to be kids no more.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? They growing up in a world where
there's too much access to life. You know what I'm saying? Because
absolutely.
We had to read a book to learn something back then.
Yeah.
You didn't pick up a book?
Well, they were magazines, Hustler, Playboy.
Magazine, books, things like that. Now, a 4-year-old can pick up a phone, boy, and get into all kind of mischief.
Even better than that, you can watch regular television. The commercials. I mean, they, and no disrespect, but it's like everywhere you go, they have, relationships with, same-sex relationships. And I think that's confusing for kids because, it's not a matter of what you want to be. It's what God made you to be, and I think that's what it boils down to. And then when someone tries to challenge that, then it's a problem, So we're at a place now where you have to have a pistol in your hand to talk to your children. They arming teachers with weapons, mass destruction, automatic rifles and pistols, sending them to gun training class.
They ready to fight the police.
Well, they ready to fight.
Just challenge any authority.
I mean, not only the kids. I'm talking about the teachers. Instead of them, training for, their syllabus and teaching what needs to be taught to the children, they training how to shoot, school invaders. So, it's sad.
You talking about the bill that went through today?
I didn't even know about that.
It was a bill passed today, bro. Talking about how you can have security in schools. Anybody that's like works for the school. So on K104, they were talking about that means the teachers can have guns rather than just a security guard or law enforcement or something. The teachers can have guns, and I mean, I kind of feel okay about it, bro, because these boys running up in there and just doing what they want to. I mean, just like on an airplane, you don't know who the marshal is. In the school, you might not know, who has the gun. What teacher?
Well, when I went to school, the only person that was authorized to have a gun was the principal, and the gun was a wooden paddle.
I was gonna say
a wooden paddle. The principal and the vice principal was the only one authorized to use weapons of mass destruction. That was enough deterrent for me.
But guess what? But now, when we talking about school shootings, or we talking about bad
kids?
I'm
just saying.
Because a wooden paddle ain't gonna do nothing to no cat coming there with that AK.
Well, I understand that too, but I'm just saying though, like, it's sad because even the games that these kids play, what's the little video game where they
GTA, Grand Theft Auto. When we came up, we had track and field.
You
know what I'm talking about? Monopoly, track and field, Donkey Kong,
Gallagher,
that type. But now they got,
they on TV.
Grand Theft Auto, jacking folks.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So it's the technology. The technology is giving these kids again too much access to really,
I say it's not just the technology; it's the lack of imagination. Because instead of embracing the joy of life, we're preparing ourselves for the fear of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you know, with kids, when you think about small children and they sitting up in the bed crying because they believe there's a monster in the closet or there's a
Right.
monster under the bed. Now, the kids are the monsters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and
they say kids used to cry because they couldn't go outside. Now they cry because the Wi-Fi off.
You know, I saw.
You know what I'm saying?
I saw one kid. I don't know how true it is, but yeah, literally killed his parents for that.
Oh yeah, got punished.
Yeah,
they put him on punishment. I think his mama put him on punishment,
and he killed him.
And he took him on out.
I mean, and like I said, there's no do-overs in real life. So
No.
we have to take a lot, and going back to the parents, a lot of these parents really don't want to be parents out here having relations, and then when they get pregnant
with the trophy.
Yeah, with the trophy, you know what I'm saying? They and then the crazy part about that is that the society has made it acceptable for the females because they don't do it for the males. They made it possible for the females, even after birth, they can give up the child. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine what that child has to go through living with someone that doesn't want them. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I put a note that these parents want to be friends too.
I mean, that's part of it.
And sometimes they be so young that they forced to be friends. You know what I'm saying? They in the same the same generation.
Same category. Yeah.
Same generation,
same age group.
Same age group, same generation. They generation, they millennials or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They 13, 15 with a child. They in the same group. They like the same thing. They playing video games together and dating the same boys and no respect.
You know what I'm saying? Having kids at the same time.
Yeah.
Uncle and nephew the same age. You know? Another thing, like when I was growing up, I didn't have my dad, but I had my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these grandparents, don't want to be grandparents anymore. You can't even call them.
What Bernie Mac say?
Yeah.
Mama 16, grandmama 24, big mama 36. They all there together, bro. You know what I'm saying? 36, she's still at the club.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ain't got grandbabies.
And getting knocked down.
Ain't got great grandbabies.
And a lot of these grannies can get it too.
Oh my
They
God.
can get it.
Oh my God.
You gonna go in there and teach them kids?
I'm a grandpa. You see how I look great? I'm a grandpa, so
Oh my God.
I'm a grandpa 4.5 times over.
Shout out to my little grandson, man. You know what I'm saying?
In the bill.
But we off. Okay.
There we go.
But yeah, I mean, it really boils down to that, but the children still have a responsibility for respect.
That's it.
But they have to be taught that. You're not born knowing how to respect something. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that you're born with is two things: a fear of falling and a fear of loud noises. Those are the only two things that you're born with. So, you have to start there. And I think that's the reason why the fathers are so important because, you can be a man can be around a child and not even be related to that child, but that child seems to understand that
and get that respect and because he shows it. You know what I'm saying? He puts it down, and it don't even have to be in a physical way. It's just your voice and showing, hey, you're going to have to respect around here, and it don't have to be fast. You can do it over time. You know what I'm talking about?
So out there in the www, if you have any thoughts, comments, we would be more than happy to hear them. Like, comment, and share our page. The numbers at the bottom of the screen. Let us know what you think. I mean,
Let us know how you feel.
Do you think we have a future with the kids? Kids just dropping out of school. What does our future look like with today's generation? Let us hear from you.
Because our parents, they grew up in what, the 50s, the 60s. Well, not everybody's parents, but my parents. They had movies. The movies they watch when it's about to be a sex scene, they'll show them. And then they'll go to commercial or go to another scene, and then he come back and he smoke a cigarette under the cover, both of them covered up.
Yeah.
Now,
you hear the noise, everything.
Man, you get the visual and everything, and I remember when I was young, my mama used to cover my eyes. She'd cover my eyes, and
we couldn't even watch the movie.
If it happened again, this is too much for you. You're gonna have to leave the room.
Yeah.
I get put out the room. It don't happen though.
We couldn't even watch the movie if it was some physical contact. I mean, but that's where the magazines came from. But Because of course they couldn't keep eyes on her 24/7.
Oh, yeah. Hustler was popular.
Yeah. Just like we can't keep eyes on them 24/7, but if you give them good foundation and good instructions, you don't have to watch them.
You need to monitor those phones.
Those phones is
because it's a click away. A click away to tarnish their mind.
I mean, and why
it's already on TV. Okay.
And no, you good, but why does a 12-year-old need a $1,300 phone? You know, I'm confused because if you got money like that, you know what I'm saying, that should be invested in their education. But you know, a lot of these kids don't even have imagination. You tell them to create something, they don't even know what you're talking about. You know, tell them to go in the kitchen and prepare a meal, even as something as simple as a grilled cheese sandwich. A lot of them don't even know how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. You know, I mean, not that cheese is good for you, but still, you know, just being able to take care of oneself, I think, is the goal as a parent. You know, but you know, somehow, some way, we fell off, and I think like I'm Generation X, so I think where we fell off as far as Generation X, you know, we felt like, you know, we deserved more when we were children. So when we became parents, you know, we gave more than what our parents gave us, because my mom gave me a lot of time and attention. You know, right. The one thing that I'm finally remember are those, you know, ass whoopings. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
which are non-existent now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I knew every time she beat me, she did it because she cared about me.
Well, you didn't know that then.
I did then. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. But even when I remember the last one she gave me vividly, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my mom was a small stature woman, and we had this huge china cabinet in our kitchen and this huge table with like 8, you know, like the table that you could, you could pull it apart and put pieces in there. So I remember she had me help her move all the stuff out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? She put me to work. You know what I'm saying? We moving everything out the kitchen, the china cabinets, the tables, the chairs. You know, and at the end, I'm thinking, you know, I'm finna go upstairs and take me a bath.
You gotta put it back.
No, I had to go get the bill, get prepared for war. You know what I'm saying? We went to war. She grabbed me by my arm.
She moved herself out the way so she could get on you.
Yeah, we went to war. So
that's deep.
You know, but I remember that. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of it had to do with, you know, the fact that what was that? Oh, I remember what it was. We had a neighborhood store, and I went to the store and helped I didn't have any money, so I went to the store and helped myself to some snacks. And Mr. John knew my mother personally, so he let me walk out the store with everything I picked up, but he told my mom what I did, and when she found out,
you lifted it?
Yeah, I 5-finger discounted it, and when I came home, you know, I'm trying to kick it. You know,
think you made it?
Well, yeah, I'm trying to impress the little girl to stay next door to me. So we had I had cookies, chips, sodas. Back then we had what you call penny candies.
Yeah,
penny candies. And watermelon gumballs.
They were really 1 to 3 cents a piece, bro.
Nah, they were 1 cent in my neighborhood. 1 cent in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, I had a party, you know what I'm saying? So I earned that butt whooping. So
she put all the stuff out the way so
everything. I mean, and I vividly remember, I think I was 12, 14. Now I'm probably like 11 or 12 years old. But that was the last all-out battle royale we had. And, and from that day forward, I didn't pick anything up. You know what I'm saying? And if I did, I was prepared for the consequences. But I knew what happened if I got caught. But that's the thing. She put the fear of God in me. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the fact that she hit that hard and it hurt. It was the fact that
it was her doing it.
It was her doing it and it hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I was really, she was swinging her arm. She got tired before I did. You know what I'm saying? Because it really just made me tougher when I went outside to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because getting beat up by my mama, you know what I'm saying? Little niggas in my hood didn't stand a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it really made me tougher. But, and I think that's what's happening with a lot of these kids. And then, like, especially with the fathers, you know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a hustler. Everybody want to be a hot girl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you got, it's sad, but you got to get that life up at some point.
I remember the last time I got a whooping, bro. I think it was about 6th grade. Got out of school. I was on Keystone Polk. Went to Jefferson Davis, bro. Got out of school. Went across the street to the little Mexican dude's house. They stayed across the street across Keys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over there playing. We time and carried away. Mama done got home before I got home.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be there.
No, you supposed to go home and go up in that house. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I'm the first one to get out of school. Because my brother never come. She didn't find me. I
Oh,
came home. I come home. Hey, I came home, left my backpack over there because I think I was gonna play like that. I had already been home or something.
Oh, okay.
So she said, "Where your backpack?" I said, "I left it in my locker." 2 minutes later, the Mexican cat come over here. Hey man, you left your backpack.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
and that ain't even where it got bad.
The lies.
She started whooping me, bro.
Right there.
What? In the house. And then she stopped because she felt something in my back pocket. Why she pull a Polaroid out of her naked lady in my pocket, bro, that I got from them over there. Oh, she told me up, man. You know what I'm saying?
At least it was a woman.
Boy, what else was gonna be?
I'm just saying.
No,
It's
but for real though,
2023.
we was bad, but we didn't have access to what they have access to now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We did our thing. Cause like I say, I used to be all over the city on my bicycle. Bro,
Man.
you know what I'm saying? But now
Shout out to the Diamondback.
Diamondback,
You know,
Mongoose,
Vipers.
GT
Viper
Pro
1,
Series.
Viper 2.
I had everybody.
7-Eleven on Bruton and Buckner. You heard?
Thank y'all. Because we picked them up from there. I had every bike that you could think of, bro. And one day, my mom went in the garage and just started taking bikes. Told me to just take them out, and she put them on the curb, bro. And I know these bikes cost $300-400 a piece.
Yeah,
back then.
Yeah.
Back then.
That's why we had to
and
get
they
them.
was hot. Boy, they
Hey,
put
man.
a firecracker on them, boy. They was hot.
I think they turned that 7-Eleven to a tire shop. It's a tire shop.
Yeah.
It used to be a 7-Eleven right there. That's where we used to get ours at. You know what I'm saying? They go and get their Slurpees, come back out. You got to walk home, partner.
Yeah.
We on the same road, pumping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
what you think about the music, bro? Because the video,
that
the music.
I mean, really and truly, man, you know, a lot of people don't realize it, but we are at war, man.
Yeah, they got a lot stacked up against them, bro.
Even the water, you know what I'm saying? I invested in my water. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's a lot of contaminants in the water, and people don't realize it, but your body needs that. I mean, you know, if you drink contaminated water, your kidneys get damaged, your liver gets damaged, your throat, your stomach, your intestines. And once your intestines are gone, you know, that's really...
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So they're attacking us with the water. They're attacking us with the food. A lot of people that spend time outside see the chemtrails in the air. You know, it's going to come a time when they're going to start charging us to filter the air. You know what I mean? I already paid $20 for a house filter in the house now. You got to change the filters in your car just so you can breathe. So these kids got it bad. We used to go to the country, get that fresh air, and there's such thing no more. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you really got to be on your toes at all times, even when you sleep. You know, you got to have somebody looking over you. You know, we got security systems to watch our back. You know, these computers generating all this radiation. You know, it's just bad.
These kids, this music, these video games, it's what do they call it?
The education.
It's desensitized
Yeah.
these women, because it's so. I hate to say it, but some women, it's okay to call them a bitch. I got a partner. He said every other word. You know what I'm saying? He not even no millennial, but he in their life though. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But he just right. You know what I'm saying?
It's an initial.
But you know, he said, and the younger chicks, you know, go for it. I know one chick. Shout out to Kiki. You know what I'm saying? He said, Kiki say she went off.
Well, I mean, you know
what I'm talking about. But it why, bro? I mean, what is the music they talking about? Drugs? They talking about?
I put it to you like this, man. I was watching a documentary on, I think it's on Netflix. It's a documentary by Tupac called Dear Mama.
Yeah, I checked out some of it last night.
And you know, and it was showing him in his younger years, and you know, Tupac was, and to me, still is truly an artist. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that, you know, an artist is a person that can create something out of nothing. And that's what he was, and that's who he is.
That's what he did.
Yeah. And but basically he told his truth, and his truth was, you know, his mom brought him up to be a gentleman. But when he tried to communicate or, you know, to chat with young women that he liked, and he came correctly with correct grammar and and etiquette and chivalry and politeness, the females rejected it. You know what I'm saying? And he was a nice, and he actually said that one woman told him that he was too nice of a guy. And it's sad to say, but a lot of women feel like that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not being disrespectful, they don't have no love for you. And I can attest to that. I really can.
Right.
I have myself been kind to women who have taken my kindness for weakness. And no disrespect to them, you know what I'm saying? But it's two sides to all of us, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know Keith, but they don't know KG, And so when they get to know KG, we all can be monsters, And I think that's
Who the monster, dog?
KG the monster.
KG the monster.
KG the monster, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's no holds barred. You know what I'm saying? What do you say? God for us all, every man for himself and God for us all. That's what it is.
Me and Pat, you say, kill them all, let God sort them out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a military saying, but, Marines used to say that. And, yeah, that's exactly what it is. So, and I think we all have to deal with that duality. I mean, and like I said, growing up, with my grandmother, she kept me grounded. My mother kept me grounded. I had people to bring me back down. You know what I'm saying? Because
to level you off.
Yeah.
Because when you got out of hand, they gonna talk to you, and you're gonna understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
At least listen to it.
Yeah. I mean, because I think from a child perspective, from my own personal childhood perspective, I think children get lost in the sauce thinking that the world actually revolves around them, and to an extent it does. You know what I'm saying? But you have to recognize that there are other beings and other people that share this world that feel the same way. So you can't impose your will on other people. You can, but it comes with consequences and circumstances, i.e. jail, death, hospitals, injuries, mild.
We did what we wanted to, but we were open to listen a little bit.
Yeah, and then we fist fought. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I remember my daughter was 19, bro. She told me, police can't pull you over for nothing. And I was like, oh.
If you black and behind the wheel, they can.
Any car he want to pull over,
he can find any reason.
Any reason.
Your tire pressure.
And I was just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Pray for my baby. You know what I'm saying?
But she's a female, though.
Yeah.
And I think my granny told me also, she shared she gave me a lot of pearls, man. She told me when I was a kid, there are only two people in America that are truly free. And she said there are black women and white men. I didn't understand that, but as
you have to break that one down for me.
I mean, let's think about it. You know what I'm saying? What is a white man's biggest desire? And that's a black woman. You know what I'm saying? When you think about it, that's the reason why they try their best to emasculate the men so that the women have to go to them. You know what I'm saying? Because, no disrespect to the white women, but compared to a black woman, I don't really think any woman on this planet can compare to a black woman. That's just my personal opinion. But I do understand why, they gravitate toward our women. That's the reason why they try their best to destroy us as men. But, at the end of the day, it makes sense because a black woman can literally do anything she wants to do. Think about it. What can she do? I mean, and at the end of the day, this society has been set up for her to be successful without a man. You know what I'm saying? And they would prefer that. You know what I'm saying? They'll give her a place to stay. They give her food stamps. They'll give her money to put in her pocket.
That's what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that she needs to live. So, and it made sense as I grew up and understood the world more. And that's when I had to decide, if I wanted to survive or be a victim. And I don't want to be a statistic. That's why I moved the way I moved.
So we come on here, we talking about the kids.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be, a hypocrite or anything.
How could you be that?
What's the solution?
Man.
Can we talk about a solution too? Let's just not talk about the problem. Can we talk about a solution? What can we do?
Finding your purpose. It starts with the individual. And it goes back to the mothers. You gotta understand, man, that a mother's influence is so instrumental. The first 12 to 15 years of any child's life is pretty much predicated by the mother. You know, I mean, so if the mother is lost, the child is lost. You know what I'm saying? In most cases.
Well, that's a problem there.
I mean,
because you know that 82 to 92 was crack. What years was
I mean,
crack?
but you know, I've never met anybody that smoked crack and said somebody put a pistol to my head and make me smoke.
I'm talking about the kids that was born during.
I mean, even then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I was 12 years old when crack came out, so you know, I had a lot of friends that
like 82. If that, so
yeah.
I was right on the number, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you know,
I had a lot of friends that fell victim to it. You know, shout out to Sherry Miles and Kel Sanders. You know, a lot of people that fell victim to it. Kyle Griffin, you know.
Shout out to Johnny Judah. Say my dad said the government assistance was the worst thing that could have happened to the black family.
Right, and then I'm watching a movie now. The movie I was watching at the house. You know,
the show.
Yeah, Snowfall. You know, where the government itself actually is, you know, assisted in bringing the dope to the hood so that they can fund, you know, the war in Nicaragua and in Afghanistan and all these other foreign places, and they selling dope to us so that they can make money. You know what I'm saying? But again, I don't know anybody that ever smoked crack that had a pistol put to their head. You know what I'm saying?
No, not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, so the point you asked for the solution. My ideal of the solution
for these kids that we got coming up, watching videos, listen to this music.
They have to find they have to find their strength. They have to find their foundation. I mean, what I mean by that is they got to find something to live for.
It's the parents again, bro.
I mean,
the way I feel. I'm sorry.
I mean,
the way I feel is the parents. You got to peel them off of these video games, especially the violent video games.
Right.
And you know, because back in the day, I said already, they used to punish us. We couldn't go outside. We'd be mad and crying. Now they don't want to go outside.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, like, again, the stabilization of the home. Because if you got a single parent, and which most of the time it happens to be the mother, you know, and she has to work, and there are 4 kids. Let's just say she has 4 kids. You know, she has to work. She can't work and watch the kids. You know what I'm saying? So when she is around the kids, you know, she has to be instilling, you know, something of substance in the children. And back when I was young, you know, when I was a kid, we used to say the Pledge of Allegiance in school. You know, we used to pray at lunch.
There was whoopings in school.
That's what I said. The principal was the dumb daughter at my school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go see the principal, it's over.
It's a wrap. Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson.
It's over. You go see the principal.
I was in the principal office one time, bro. And you know, my brother came through. He graduated with you, right?
Right.
So Mr. Johnson already knew me.
Yeah.
So I get in there, I go in his office because I think it was senior skip day or something.
You got caught.
No, I didn't get caught, but he saw everybody walking down the middle of the street because, you know, we didn't just not go. We went to school and walked out.
Oh, y'all stupid.
We walked right down Spartan Lane or whatever the name of that street is, right?
Yeah.
So get back to school. He say, all right, Mr. Bell.
Palisade.
Yeah, Palisade. All right, Mr. Bell. You want 3 licks? I'm going to call your mama. I said, you got to call my mama.
You say call your mama.
Hey, he picked up the phone. No, I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna take these 3, bro. Man, you ain't calling my T, man. No sir.
Yeah,
no sir. No sir.
That just made us tough.
Bald head truth. Say she know women.
The braids, bald head.
You seen the braids?
Yeah.
She say these mothers aren't having kids because they want them. They having kids to keep them in.
And that's partially.
And they don't want them.
That's partially true. I mean, you know, I call them sex trophies.
Sex trophies.
But
shout out to the trophy, man.
Yeah, you know, I'm a trophy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a sex trophy. You know, we all sex trophy. It's very few children that
What place are you?
I'm first. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's very few children that are actually created on purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Very few.
Very few.
Let's get a percentage. I don't know what very few mean. Where you at?
I'm gonna say out of
25.
I'm gonna say 27% are probably created on purpose.
So you saying 73% of these
77.
70.
Well, now 73. Yeah.
Okay.
73%
are accidents.
Yeah.
That's a high number.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you get off into the heat of the moment. You know, even though the Bible says it's a sin for a man to spill his seed on the ground, I think that's a large part of it too. Right. You know, because my mom's a Catholic. Okay, we got some.
I'm just saying I like that comment.
Okay.
You got to change how the kids digest the media, the tablets, the phones, raising our kids before they can walk. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch their tablet, but Nowadays, you just give a kid a phone and they walk on off, and there's no restrictions on it. They can, go and Google whatever they want.
Well,
and stuff just pops up on your screen too, bro. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's just why I say they don't need that should be in the hand of, these are supercomputers. These
Right.
phones are supercomputers.
Right.
And everybody's not qualified to operate supercomputers. And, just for the sake of, and most parents will say, well, I want my child to have a phone so I can keep up with them. That's not a good reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you should be able to keep up with your kids without a phone.
That's not. I think it's a good reason. You're able to track that phone.
I mean,
keep up with the
so
kids.
what happens when they lose the phone?
Dog.
You can track the phone.
Dog.
You can't track the kids.
Now that don't happen every day.
I'm
Now
just
where
saying
was
that
we?
you can
Where
play
was we
devil's
at?
advocate
Where was
with-
we at when we was little?
I was in
Pleasant Grove. I was in Mesquite. I was on a bicycle. Have a flat tire. I'm gonna be late getting to the house, bro.
Well, I mean, but at the end of the day, though, you know what I'm saying? I knew what the rules of the games of engagement were. When the street lights come on, I need to be on the motherfucking front porch.
Did you hear me say if I had a flat tire?
That's your problem to deal with. You know what I'm saying? My granny didn't play that. You know what I'm saying? Damn your flat tire. Damn what your friends was doing. If the light came on at 6:00 and the party started at 6:01, you gonna miss the party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, and I understand a lot of people like, I'm going to the party. Well, that's you. At our house, I didn't want to get into it with my granny. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the dope.
About here, True say speak for yourself. She
Yeah.
was playing. She say you in that 27%.
Yeah. Nah,
She didn't say that part, but I did.
Yeah.
27%.
Yeah. I mean, my mama had me when she was 16. She wasn't trying to have me.
27%.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I got a new number.
Truth be told,
I say
she got
27%.
pregnant when she was 15 and had me when she was 16. So that's what happened. I mean, and Lord knows she didn't want to have a child. She was still in school. You know what I'm saying? I got a picture of her graduation from high school picture. And, she tell me I'm on the picture. She was pregnant with me.
She already had one. I mean, she was pregnant.
With me, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? And, she said, I guess giving birth to me, changed her life. I mean, and like I said, me and my mom had a special relationship. And I miss her. But,
Yes, sir.
yeah, she was a good woman. But at any rate, a lot of it has to do with, how we brought up. We're going to take a little time out to pay some of these bills, and we're going to come back, and we want to hear from y'all out there in the www. Like, comment, and share our page. You see the number scroll across the screen. When we come back, let us know what you think and how you feel
Give
about
us
it.
a holler.
We'll be right back.
Peace. Commercial.
Teaching him to ride a bike? That's parenting 101. But mom, get green light and teach him what it takes to buy a bike. Nice shot. Crushing chores, getting paid, and buying a, ooh, cool bike. Then teach him how to buy stock in a bike company. Teach him how to be smart about money, and he'll go far.
Super far. Oh, hey, Mom.
Navigate the world of money together. Invest in your best investment. Greenlight.
Throughout my life, I've always tried to be there for the people around me. Now, things have changed. I'm so grateful to have an angel who truly cares for me.
It's so rewarding to be a part of his life and make a difference when he needs it the most.
Visiting Angels, America's choice in home care.
Have you heard the big news? This year, Nutrisystem is going big with a bigger menu to help you get big results.
I lost 90 pounds and it's changed my life.
Wait till you try the food, like bigger dinners we call Hearty Inspirations, that are clinically shown to control hunger for up to 5 hours, while most diets leave you hungry.
I'm excited about Hearty Inspirations. The idea of bigger meals and feeling more satisfied is really exciting.
Wait till you try our Chicken Bianca Pizza, big and packed with protein, or Asian-style salmon with pasta.
I love the pasta. I felt like I was cheating.
You get all your breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and snacks, fully prepared and delivered free, right to your home.
I lost 50 pounds.
I lost 88 pounds.
I lost 91 pounds and you can do it too.
Now that's big news. Hurry to get today's special deal. Don't wait. Call or go online right now.
Hey, we back from that commercial break. Appreciate y'all sticking around, checking out Too Hard to Swallow the podcast. Like, share, and comment. And call in. It's a number. Gonna scroll at the bottom here in a second. You can call in and we can hear what you have to say about this topic we're talking about. And I'm talking about them badass kids.
Yeah, I mean, you were mentioning during the break about the teachers and the kids. Now, when I got my degree from Grambling, I'm be honest.
Shout out to GSU.
Shout out to Graham. I thought about going to teach for DISD because I think back then they had some kind of program that would repay your student loan if you were certified for a couple of years in the school district or whatever. But because, I saw that the children were, they were way different from us, man. Like I said, I'm Generation X, and these millennials, because, a lot of it has to do with education, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It has to do with education. You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand vocabulary and what words mean, like a lot of kids don't understand legalese, plaintiff and defendants, they don't understand that. Yeah. And how your life can get caught up if you get in one of those conversations. You put yourself in that situation, you can lose your freedom. They don't understand that.
They see it on TV and think you just gonna beat it every time.
Yeah, they think it's a game.
That ain't.
You know what I'm saying? Even the lawyers. I mean, you can have an ill-educated lawyer, but getting back to what you were talking about, solution, it has to start at home. Like I said, shout out to my granny. Home training. If you don't train your kids at home, they're not gonna know how to behave out here.
Spend time, talk to them.
Yeah, explain to them what the world is about.
Give them that tablet and sit them on in that room,
or sit them in front of the television. Let the TV babysit them. Send them to school and let these people, feed them information to digest in their brain, but not explaining it. Explain
just giving it to them and not breaking it down. Exactly. They have questions.
I mean, just like when we went to school and Black History Month, they always want to start right there in slavery. So you mean to tell me God created black people. We just came on Earth.
We popped up
on Earth in 1492. Yeah, and we were just a slave from that was our only mission, was just to be a slave. That's how we got here. Yeah,
seed to the boat.
I'm telling you, and when they showed that movie Roots, man, so many white kids got beat up in my school. Boy, I mean, but again, I was really surprised they even showed the movie on television. It lasted.
It was on what? ABC.
It was on
channel
for a whole week,
every day, every night for a week, like 7 to 8.
You know what I'm saying? I was really surprised, but you know what? That movie is what sparked my imagination. Boy? Alex Haley.
What's your name, boy?
Oh yeah, Kunta. Toby.
Toby.
But that's what sparked my imagination. As a matter of fact,
you read the book?
The book Roots. I didn't read the book, but there's a book I want to suggest to all of you out there at the WWW, the spook who sat on the porch. That's my next good read.
Look, my question again: how long is it?
I hadn't read it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
how thick is it then?
If the length of the book is, like I said, yeah, I mean, I don't know, I don't know if they make cliff notes for it, but like I said, that was a real big issue for me with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? How thick it was, but I made a promise to myself that I was going to read it from cover to cover before I left this world, and I've read it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? The first time I just wanted to read it to say I read it.
Eli, boy, I'm gonna call you Eli from now on.
But then, but then it's just like a good movie. You know what I'm saying? You watch it the first time, but then you want to go back and watch it again so that you can make sense of the stuff that you really didn't understand.
Right.
Like,
second time.
Yeah. Like how it transitioned from the Old Testament to the New Testament. I understand that, but me personally, I prefer the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. You know what I'm saying? The old ways. I mean, but there was a lot of things in the old ways that I'm good. There was a lot of things in the old ways that that transition to the New Testament, and I say both versions are good. A lot of people have fought with it, but that's a good place to start for those people that don't know what to do with their kids. Sit down and read the Bible to them, even if you don't understand it yourself.
Because we was in church. Was you in church every Sunday, bro?
I was in church. No, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna lie.
Every Sunday.
Nah, we went. My family went to church on holidays, Easter, Christmas,
Boy, I was in that thing
So,
and in the choir
you know,
till I was 13 or 14, bro. I was in that boy every Sunday.
Boy.
I was a choir boy.
Okay, I was an usher for a minute, but
I was in the youth choir.
You know,
I wasn't doing much. Didn't know the words real good, but I was on that thing. Bro.
I had a
hey, grandma, shout out to Grandma B.
Yeah.
Hey, bless her. She had a switch, boy. She can hit you from anywhere. You sitting over there, she'll pop you.
Yeah.
Hey, you go get right. Grandma was the choir. Was up there in the choir with us.
The church. The issue I have with churches is that, you know, they often ask you for money, but then they tell you that money is the root of all evil. But then when you need it, you know, they don't have nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? So
they gotta keep the doorknobs on the church.
I mean, but that's, you know, if you read the book for yourself and you understand, your body is the church. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to go into a brick and mortar building to serve God. So, you know, it's, you know, that's just my personal opinion. You know, don't blame it on the podcast or the channel. That's KG the Grizzly.
Individual opinion.
That's my individual opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm gonna leave a stain on your brain to help you maintain this strange game we call life, and that's what it is. Johnny,
I was gonna say
a lot to say though.
Johnny has a podcast. It come on.
Oh, okay.
Caravan of Dreams, man. Y'all need to check him out.
What Johnny talking about?
Johnny say he's trying to give us a solution. He's helping us with a solution.
Okay.
We need some more solutions. So I'm gonna read Johnny's solution. You got to install a moral code. People talk down on church, but Christianity, at least it came with the lifestyle. We took religion out and replaced it with whatever comes up on the YouTube playlist. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. Explain. What does that mean, YouTube playlist?
He said, you know, we on the internet now more than just, you know, doing church. That's how I feel.
Oh, okay. I mean, you know.
He say Christianity came with a lifestyle. He say we took religion out and replaced it with whatever comes up on the YouTube playlist. So, you know, we on the social media trip rather than going to church. You know,
artificial intelligence. I get that. You know, the Matrix. That's what we are. You know what I'm saying? The computer is the religion now. I surmise that's what you're saying, Mr. Judah, and I agree with that if that's what you're saying, because it goes back to letting the television babysit the children. A baby starts crying, the first thing you see a parent do is give them a phone. And then the crazy part is these little babies, I mean, they so damn intelligent, they take them little fat chubby fingers.
Bald Head Truth say the tablets be babysitting the kids, and that's for real.
Yeah.
They'll give each one of them a tablet, bro. Just don't bother me.
Yeah, don't cry.
And leave them in there and wonder why they grow up and know everything
and mass
smart
killers
and ready to hurt somebody.
Yeah, because they don't have no sense of empathy. They don't have no sense of compassion. They don't. You ask these kids now what love is, they don't even know what. They couldn't even tell you. They probably tell you something like love and hip hop or basketball wise. You know, I mean, and that's the crazy part. Like I say,
bro,
a child's vocabulary is so important.
Let me tell you this. I gotta tell you this. This is great. My son, my youngest baby, watches a YouTube video of another cat playing a video game.
That sounds about right.
You watching somebody
else play
a video game. You watching that. And we'll watch it for hours, and them folks they watch it get paid. So there we go. We talking about, you know why the social media is so hot? People getting paid off of it.
I mean,
it's the money.
Money ain't, like I say, money is not everything. I mean, because, you know, you know, I remember these quotes so well, and they come back so vividly. What, you know, one in particular is, what does it do a man to gain the world and lose his soul? You know, so you know, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you can have all the money in the world, you can't buy good health, you can't buy extra time, you know what I'm saying, you can't buy love, you can buy affection, but you can't buy love. So, you know, what good is the money if you know, it does sustain your life?
Say, try loving somebody.
Yeah, so, but that's what that is, though. So we're not on here to bash shit about it. I mean, there are some good parents out there that are doing some excellent job raising their kids because the world is still here. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's doing something right. We just talking about the ones that's out here kicking up all this dust.
You know, like we said last week, Black Lives Matter. We just trying to save our children.
Yeah.
All lives matter.
All lives matter.
Last week too.
All lives
trying
matter.
to save our children. You know, because you know, Future. Look, I went back to the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy on music, bro.
Yeah.
Future said his songs wasn't really popping until he went back to the ratchet, talking about drugs and women. You know what I'm saying?
That's the industry, I would say, because it's just like with these clothing designers, that went viral. Gucci, Balenciaga, all they had the little black babies on there,
right?
With all the derogatory images, and they still making money. You know what I'm saying?
So that was H&M.
It was a lot of them.
H&M with the little monkey.
It was a lot of them. I mean, Gucci did it. Balenciaga did it. I don't even really keep up.
I missed all them, bro.
Well, I mean, they on the internet for your leisure if you want to go back and read.
Whenever I get a chance.
Yeah, they there. Right. So at the end of the day, though, the fact still remains. Just like a lot of these kids, that watch the Grammys, didn't even realize they were watching a satanic cult, a ritual, being performed right in front of their eyes.
We talking about just the show itself, or
the Grammys when they had the demons on stage in the football game with the little pretty girl from the island, Rihanna. Yeah, all that was satanic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, all it was ritualistic. Those are rituals. You know what I'm saying? Right in front of your eyes.
Ritual?
All you gotta do is just look at it.
I watched the football game and the halftime show. I watched the whole halftime show, but I don't watch the Grammys and
the colors, the symbols, sign symbols, and colors. All that's significant. Everything that they did was significant. But for those that don't know, they thought they were just watching the show. I guess like yourself.
It's a high percentage of folks that missed it.
And that's why y'all still in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, at the end of the day, but like there's another old saying, you can lead a horse to water, but if that horse is not thirsty, it's not going to drink. So if you don't want to know, you won't know. So and that's really what that is. So the kids are more susceptible to it because they really pay attention to it. I mean, just like the little boy that made the shoes with the blood in his shoes, the little gay boy that made the what was his name? Lil Nas X. Yeah, put the blood in the shoes. All that's ritualistic. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, they got a group called the Red Shoe Diary. Look them up. You know what I'm saying? They murder little kids and make shoes out of their skin.
You say they do?
Yeah, make shoes out of their skin. As a matter of fact, the little girl, what movie was that? You remember the old movie Poltergeist, the little girl that went into the TV?
Uh-huh.
You ever seen it? Well, I know you don't watch movies.
I seen that one because I was
they
50
made
years old, 40 years old.
Well,
what about it?
That was the last movie she ever did. You know what I'm saying? And
she never came out of TV?
No. Did that your ass go?
I'm just fooling with you, bro. Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean, if that's what you want to believe. I'm telling you what happened to her. They killed the little girl in the ritual and made shoes out of her skin. That's what happened to her.
Everybody don't go for it's a ritual.
I mean, that's what you.
And that's like you say, it's our personal
it's just like
blindness that we don't see, but everybody don't believe everything they see. Everybody don't watch wild ass TV shows.
Wild ass TV shows. Yeah. You eat McDonald's?
Oh Lord, we gonna eat.
Do you realize that they have found 7% of human DNA in the meat at McDonald's? So do you realize you're eating human flesh?
So did the USDA approve that?
What does the USDA have to do with it? Because they putting poison in the food right now. The USDA approve all of that. It's like even in the chocolate, they putting insect body parts, and they making chocolate with with insects. And as long as it's a certain percentage, the USDA gonna approve it anyway. So just because it's a government organization,
7% of the McDonald's hamburgers,
they found human DNA in 7% in human DNA in the meat. Yeah. So whether it was,
hey, y'all go Google that.
Yeah, go Google it. I ain't here to discourage.
Right. I know you ain't gonna.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
just
eat McDonald's.
Try make nothing up. I know you done read it somewhere.
But if you know better, you gotta do better.
Talking about it. I ain't never seen
it. Heard it. Better. I mean, but you gotta want to do better. So it's all about that. So it's the same thing with these kids. If you want your kids to live longer, you gotta teach them better. You know what I'm saying? I mean, then. At some point in their lives, those kids, the same kids we talking about, they gotta want to do better too, because it's only so much you can teach a child. You can teach them the right way, but if they don't want to go down that path, they want to choose a different path. That it's on them. So all you can do is pray for them at this point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you still got to save yourself. You know, we are responsible for our own salvation. You know, and that's really what it boils down to. You know, I mean, the world is in shambles right now. You know, brothers against brothers, sisters against sisters, mothers fighting daughters, sons fighting fathers. You know, I mean, generations going against each other. I mean, and it's like you don't know who to trust anymore. I mean, and that's really what it is. So, you know, we look at our children as our future, but, you know.
Hey, we about to turn the lights off in this little bit of month.
What, in the world?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at some point it is going to end. I mean, and a lot of people think that, you know, that the world is just going to stop spinning and we just going to fall out the sky. It's not going to end like that. It's going to end in the sense.
It's going to be in war?
No, it's going to end in the sense. No, it's going to end in the sense like with this technology. Like they trying to change the money over to this Fed now.
Straight digital.
And once everything becomes digital, what you think going to happen when the electricity turns off?
Boy, them boys start panicking when that boy in San Francisco got killed with the Bitcoin.
I mean, he wasn't the only one. Everybody, all those electronic, all of them died.
They started taking their money out of the bank and everything.
All of them died.
They tripped.
All of them died. Those electronic, Zelle, Cash App.
But guess what? He ain't the only smart. Somebody else smart running that Cash App, so it ain't finna crash.
I mean,
ain't finna crash. You know what I mean? The techies out there.
Just
because he gone don't mean it's gonna crash.
That's the resistance. That's what I'm saying. So you know, a lot of people don't want to see it, or don't want to believe it. But yeah, you're gonna have people in opposition to it, but it's gonna be so small a number.
I'm gonna be one of them the sky falling, hit me in the head.
Yeah, I mean, that might be. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the end of the day, because we so dependent on, like you say, the USDA, you know, telling it's okay to eat the food, you know, just because it got a government stamp on them mean it's good for you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got government stamps on bullets. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, it's a law against eating humans, bro.
It's a law,
you can't eat humans.
I mean, they're not going to advertise it. That's what you
if you found it somewhere, it's advertised and they're going to investigate it.
And then
you can't. It's against the law to eat a human.
But how you gonna put a finger on? How you gonna blame one person though? You can't. How you gonna put a whole industry?
You gonna blame the whole?
You can't.
Who the CEO?
McDonald's is about as big as Walmart. I'm gonna tell you something. Like,
no, probably bigger.
No, it's not bigger than Walmart because McDonald's
over 5 billion, sir.
But McDonald's is inside of Walmart. So at the end of the day, Walmart owns the real estate. But McDonald's is there on site, so you know they got clout. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. They got clout. So
but who makes the most money?
It don't matter. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, money really is irrelevant to me because I mean, money ain't gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? When you die, all you can do is pass it to your family. You know what I'm saying?
I'm taking it with me.
You can bury it with you. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? So wherever your soul is, when you close your eyes, that's where you're going. You know what I'm saying? So. You just gotta feed your consciousness. I mean, and you know, like for these people, you know, these kids out here, you know, they being taught to hate other people because they got different skin color or for different reasons. I mean, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you know, then you get to a point where you become indifferent, and I think that's where I'm at. You know, I'm indifferent.
We're gonna get back to a comment what Johnny said about the music, and Jackie, let me know what you find. Johnny say. Kids have to understand that the content of the music is entertainment like a movie. You know, it's not a lifestyle you want to pursue. Listen to the song and let it go. Don't idolize it. I mean, that's real because think of Slim Thug. He in the Fed right now. So, you know what I'm saying? He might have been telling the truth about what he was doing. Slim Thug, Young Thug. 2 Thugs. Yeah, Young Thug. Yeah, Young Thug. I said Slim. You know, shout out to Slim Thug, that's my boy. But I don't know him, but you know, I rock with him. Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was doing that real slime murder, you know what I'm saying? Apparently. And look, he finna do a bid.
Well,
a long one for organized crime, bro. So a bunch of them boys, studio rappers, some of them ain't. So you can't believe everything you listen to on that radio.
Well, I mean, you gotta take care. You know, again, my granny keeps in the back of my head. You take everything with a grain of salt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And what that
there
means,
you go. That's what I'm saying.
You know, you gotta understand, just like the Bible. I mean, you can go to church and let somebody else read the book for you and tell you what they think.
What their interpretation.
But you know, it's not gonna mean the same thing when you read it. So, if you comfortable with somebody else guiding driving your car and guiding your life, you know what I'm saying, then that's what it is. Just sit in the back seat
and take this. If they wreck,
you
just wreck.
Yeah,
you wasn't in control.
Exactly.
Right.
So that's really what it is. So if you're comfortable with that, then let somebody else lead your life. But if you want to be responsible for your own happiness, because just like you're responsible for your own happiness, you're also responsible for your own sadness.
They say can't nobody else make you happy.
No, I believe that. You're responsible for it. You know what I'm saying?
Because you. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that got everything: money, clothes, jewelry, women, go on vacations every week, and still sad.
Hey, I heard that the other day, and I'm like, I ain't never thought about that. Can't nobody else make you happy because you got to decide that they make you happy because they can do everything you want them to, and you still might. Oh, I'm not happy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
because you decide for yourself.
Yeah.
Thanks, Molly. She said, "Good job." Thank you, Molly, for checking us out. Like, share, and subscribe. She said she enjoyed listening. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because we just talking about it and talking about it.
We just trying to leave a stain on your brain. You know what I'm saying? To help you maintain this strange thing called life. That's all we doing.
And this what we sit around all day and just do this. You know what I'm saying? And the same way I talk to them now, the same way I talk to them when we just chilling. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a podcast. This is y'all in the living room.
Conversation.
Just what you got?
Just regular conversation.
Regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all to the good. But once again, I say we got to get a grip on our kids, man. We gotta
take them outside.
Take them outside.
That's the solution. Let them get some sunshine. Take their shoes off, run in the grass, bare feet, play in the dirt, go swimming. A lot of kids
want to say play in the dirt because we used to play in the dirt back in the day, bro.
Let them do natural stuff.
The parks are empty.
You know what I'm saying? Stop using plastic plates and plastic forks and spoons and straws. Use glasses. Yeah. Paper's okay. I said plastic. Stop using plastic because plastic releases artificial female hormone that desensitizes the male body. Real talk. Get off into it. Look that up too,
Google
Jack.
that, Jacqueline.
Yeah, look that up too. You know what I'm saying? So
I have heard about the plastic.
Putting your food.
But I ain't heard about the female hormone. I ain't heard about that. But I heard about not using plastic. Don't put them in the microwave. Okay, Jackie said it's said to be false information. However, an unknown researcher has said that one study found human DNA was as like 3 studies of rat DNA. So rat DNA and not human DNA.
I mean, I don't eat McDonald's, so it don't matter to me.
Hey, I hope them nuggets don't have them.
Say, don't matter to me.
No, I don't really eat them nuggets like that.
Yeah.
Give me a fish sandwich.
I really don't even eat fast food, period. You know what I'm saying? Go get it takes 15 minutes to make a pizza, but
hey,
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day though, realistically, anything that's processed is dangerous to your body. So we all know what we're dealing with. I mean, if you're not hunting your own food, you know what it is.
Shout out to my boy my dog KG. He said he done lost almost 10 pounds. You know what I'm talking about?
Pounds.
It's going down.
I'm on a weight loss journey.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to me. I started working out about 2 weeks ago.
Twerk to the wee.
But I stopped working out about half a week ago. So shout out to me. I hope I lost some pounds up, but I'm not a workout dude. I'm gonna have to eat different because I ain't gonna be able to do it. 3 cases.
She said they go on 1 case study of human DNA. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, because I can't remember this guy's name, but it was a video. This guy was a rabbi. He was a Jewish rabbi.
Good job. Yeah,
he was a Jewish rabbi, and he was talking to a radio DJ, and they was video recording this guy, and he was talking about the rituals that the Jews perform, and he was saying that they take the children of their enemies, they drink the blood of their enemies in this ritual, and then when they're done with the ritual, they take the bodies to the meat factories. This is in New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, where he was located. Can't remember. I want to say his name was Abraham or something like that. But anyway, he said when they get through with the ritual, they take the bodies to the meat packing companies and grind the meat up with the beef and the pork, and they send it to That's where I got that from. They send it to McDonald's and Burger King, and then the enemies eat their own kids. That's where I got it from.
I remember you talking about that.
So, at the end of the day, I'm not saying, it didn't sound fictitious to me. And then I'm saying it wasn't a movie. So why on earth would somebody say something as horrific as that? You know what I'm saying? And it made sense because when I was a kid, I used to eat cereal and milk and cereal, and I used to sit there eating my Fruit Loops and looking at the face of these little kids on the side of the milk carton. Never did they ever find any of those kids. Never did I ever see a milk box and say, oh, we found this little girl, or we found this little boy.
They weren't going to print no milk card and say they found them.
I mean,
they don't want to find the kids that's missing.
But I'm saying, as a kid, that's what they used to do to try to advertise.
Right. That was before the Amber Alert.
That was before all that.
That was before the Amber Alert. So now they got the Amber Alert.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But my point being, though, there are a lot of kids that come up missing that are never found. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if I'm the only one that wonders what happened to them, but what happened to those kids? I mean, I know a lot of people remember not too long ago when a little girl in Chicago got knocked out and they found her body in the freezer.
Freezer downstairs.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That was a cold lick. They said they were trying to take her body to do something with it.
With the organs.
That was cold. They couldn't.
I mean,
put the videos together.
You got to know that she wasn't the only one, and you got to know that it didn't stop there. And just imagine what this world must have been like before technology made it possible for the world to be as small as it is.
Yeah, because you can't do nothing nowadays. You can't do nothing.
I mean, it's still being done. It's still being done. There's a lot of people still
right
coming
up your attitude there, boy.
What?
Right up your attitude right there. Jackie say she want to stop eating meat altogether because you can tell the difference and how it makes you feel, honestly. And that's true.
Well, just do it, Jackie. I mean, you got the will. God gave you the strength to just say no. That's where your God power comes from. Just say no. You know what I'm saying? Just tell yourself hell no.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I had a pork chop last night. I ain't ate a pork chop about a year, and that pork was good.
Go for it.
Hey,
go for it. I ain't mad at you.
I'm eating better though. I'm finna start eating better.
At the end
next
of the day,
week, next show, I'm gonna be 10 pounds lighter. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna do it because I ain't working out.
Y'all heard it first on here.
Hey,
but
I'm coming here holding my breath. I might pass out, but I'm gonna be in this thing.
Do what you gotta do. My granny used to say that too. Fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you know better, you got to do better. I mean, and like I say, I'm not on here to preach to nobody. I'm not a preacher. I'm just trying to leave a stain on your brain to help you maintain.
And put it in your ear hole is what he told me.
Life. Yeah, I'm gonna do it to you in your ear hole, so if you can hear the sound of my voice. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to give you food for thought. I mean,
for real.
At the end of the day, you can go out there. I mean, I'm not a fact checker. I can't stand on anybody's platform and say yay or nay. But my spirit tells me one thing, and I've learned to listen to my spirit. That gut feeling or whatever we call it. Like when something in your mind tell you shouldn't be doing that. You need to listen to that. That's your Holy Spirit trying to help you, guide you through this thing called life. So that's what this show is all about. That's what the name of our show is. Too Hard to Swallow.
Hey.
We just want to give it to you in raw form. What you do with it is up to you. You know what I'm saying? Where you put it is up to you.
Digest it, process it.
It's up to you.
Spit it out.
You can leave it where you find it. You can leave it right here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got to touch it. You know what I'm saying? Because we do understand a lot of people will be offended. We don't mean to. But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you spit something in somebody's face and it strike close to home, when it hurt, the truth hurts. It does. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I mean, that's really what it is. So, find your own path and stay on it. Don't travel the lane that everybody else traveling. Make your own path.
Already. And guess what? We about an hour and 4 minutes in.
Already.
We done our thing.
Hope we helped y'all.
Y'all whooped them badass kids.
Yeah. Give them something to
take
look
them
forward
tablets.
To. Take them on vacation.
Kick their little ass outside.
Talk to them about money.
Make them learn something.
Explain what life is. Yeah, invest in the future. Don't just invest in Christmas and birthdays, spending $1,000 on a 4-year-old birthday party. Put that money in the bank for their future.
Buy a bond.
Yeah, stock certificate or something, something that they can live off of tomorrow. Go buy some land. You know what I'm saying? Put that in the trust so y'all can stop paying rent. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them these movies ain't all real. This music ain't all real. These video games ain't real. Tell them, you know what I'm saying? Teach them something. Put some fat on their head, like Pimp used to say.
Yeah, read the books that they read with them so that you can explain to them what's meant in these books. I mean, because a lot of people don't even realize these fairy tales that we grew up on. Like, I just found out Snow White was about dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and you think about the 7 little dwarfs, you know, that's the different effects that the dope had on everybody. Sleepy. Dopey, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, and with that being said, we gonna close on out this thing, boy. Cause Snow White was out of here. We gonna holler. You know what I'm saying? Shout out. Hey, Motor Magnificent, checking out.
KG the Grizzly Silverback in your ear hole.
Until next time.
Keep it gangster.
Too hard to swallow. Like, share, and comment. Call in. Tell a friend about a friend.